Welcome everybody to the CGF and Beaver show, the racing edition, brought to you by BetEzy.com.au. I'm CGF and this bloke apparently is Beaver, hasn't been here for, wow,
just 2 weeks.
So lunch a lot, so travel a lot, so go to the races a lot.
VOP, mate. People wanted man, they want you at their event, they want to get the inside information, Beaver's their man.
But Beaver without CGF doesn't work. So that's why CGF and Beaver.
I'm 90% of the way there. You complete me, CGF.
We're going on a road trip.
We're on a road trip tomorrow.
Going to the Cox Plate.
Yes.
We'll be signing autographs.
We will.
We will be.
Right. That's right. So if you want to catch up with the CGF and Beaver, we'll be there. Cox Plate. Look forward to catching you all there.
We're going to focus on Moonee Valley this week. It is the WS Cox Plate. The Weight for Age Championship. A good field, not a brilliant field, probably lacking now, no, not lacking, but obviously with Atlantic Jewel dropping out.
Oh, I still think it's a pretty good field.
It is, but I was watching some replays this morning and I saw a couple and thought, Jesus, there were some good horses running, Superimpose and co. But anyway, it is a good field and we'll see. I'm not so sure that having a maiden running in the Cox Plate is what I would call...
Yeah,
because they'll just get in the bloody way of somebody.
That's right.
Anyway, that's the Moonee Valley. We're going to focus on a number of races. Just very quickly, Friday night, they've got the Manikato Stakes. Have you got a thought for us there?
Oh, I think the favourite looks the horse to beat. It's flying at the moment, CGF, so yeah. I think it's going to be very hard to beat.
It's actually CGF's best bet of the weekend,
yep.
Samaretti, and CGF's been on fire with his best bets. If you've been following me, you would have got an average of $4 and had 5 weeks in a row.
You are on fire, mate.
I know.
But
I don't like to talk myself up.
As I say to everyone goes through good patches, they just go through more bad patches.
Yeah, well, I think when you get the good horses racing, though,
it helps.
That win at Boban last week was...
That was outstanding, CGF.
That was quite incredible, actually.
I was on it with a mate and we were there and just going, we've done our dash. Kick. Done our dash, has been put over the fence, and then it just started to wind up, and then it looked like it was hard held on the line.
Scotty's not with us today. He's still in cardiac arrest because he backed Chiamonte at $6.50 and he's watched the replay 15 times. He's yet to get off the chair, and he's had a couple of paddles put on his heart because he is still suffering. I
know, I'm with him.
Yeah,
I followed the big man.
I did receive a text message from you, but I can't say what it said on here. It's expletive.
I was kicking and screaming. McAvoy did it to me. Again.
We'll go to race 5 at the Moonee Valley on Saturday, which is the Vars, which is a traditional lead up to the Derby, over 2,600 metres. This is just over the 2,040. What do you like, Beef?
Savvy Nature, CGF. Pretty average field. It was a good run last start without being super impressive, and I think it's a good chance going on to the longer races, so it'll need to beat these to go any further.
I watched Breakfast with the Stars this morning. It went around with blinkers on for the first time, livened it up. I like the fact that it's got quite a quick sprint, and I think round Moonee Valley will help it.
Yeah.
They reckon that the longer it goes, the better it goes. I'm not quite convinced about that yet. But I think at $2.20 he wins. Like you say, not a great field, nothing to really worry about. Takes us to race 7, which is the Drake International Cup, which in my book is the Moonee Valley Cup.
Yep.
There's a few decent ones here. There's a couple of fairly average ones too. But I actually think that number 2, Sneak a Peak, will win it. I thought it was a cracking race in the Metrop. 2,500 metres, Stays, Moody, Nolan. The rest of them are pretty...
CGF, the horse you're tipping hasn't won for years.
Mate, it's racing against precedents.
That's what I'm tipping. That's how bad a field it is.
Rightio.
Sneaker Peak hasn't won for a couple of years. Precedent's third up. Second, I think it ran a good race in this race last year. Or did it win it, I think? If my memory serves me correct, I could be wrong.
It might have won it.
So I can't see why I can't beat these again this year. At $6, $6.50 against a favourite that hasn't won in about 2.5 years or so.
Yeah.
It'll do me.
But it's building up to a win, Sneaker Peak.
Want to be.
Yeah. Well, I think that sort of just it's not a betting proposition race for me.
Nah.
I think I'll be having a longer beer on that one.
Yes.
Might have a $10 Quinella, but I won't be going in.
Yeah, we'll box something up, CGF, and hope a roughie gets in.
I just can't see it. Next race is the Crystal Mile, which is a lead up to the Emirates at Flemington, and this isn't a bad field. Toydini, Sacred Falls, Rain Drum. Blackie ran a cracker last start.
Yeah.
December Draws lost all interest in racing and probably should be retired. Malavio won a good stakes race. What do you like?
One of the ones you left out, CGF, Speediness.
Yep, there was a reason I left it out.
Yeah,
it was a Q. It's called a Q in TV.
Oh, okay, right, no worries. Is this TV? Look, I think it can win. I think it's good value around the 550 mark. I think it's in cherry right form. And I think this is a good race without being overly strong. And at weight for age, yeah, I can't go past it.
Speediness will be in this up to its eyeballs. I'm just not sure that Moonee Valley's its track.
No.
I actually think Flemington's its track.
Yeah.
I initially thought Toydini, and then after watching Breakfast with the Stars, I favoured Sacred Falls. I listened to Waller. They brought Lee Thinnis over from New Zealand, who's knows him back of his hand. So I've now gone to Sacred Falls, $4, about $4.80. I think if you take Speediness, Sacred Falls, Toydini, you'll be up to your armpits in the trifecta.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to be too far away.
Yep.
Because I don't think outside of Blackie, Malavio, maybe Rain Drum, I don't know that there's a lot there.
No. I'm pretty confident Speediness, CGF.
Good stuff. Which then brings us to the main race of the day, the WS Cox Plate. They're racing for millions, and there's many a reputation being made and gone in this race.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I'm going to stick with Passance de Lune, CGF. I am going Passance de Lune. I reckon it's ready to win. I reckon there have been a little bit of ducks and drakes this campaign. I'm keen to see them just to take it to the front and just run along and just outstay them. That's where it ran. I mean, last prep when it went to the lead, it just looked unbeatable and it killed them. They haven't done that yet this preparation. I hope to God they do it on the weekend and just lead them a merry dance. If they don't do that, I might be a bit nervous in the race, but they can still win if they don't lead, but I'd love to see them do that. I don't think there's a heap of speed in the race, so I think that might suit it. So that's what I'm going to go for, and cross the fingers that it backs it up into Melbourne Cup for me.
Well, the track will certainly help. I mean, the bit of cut in it was a dead 5 this morning. They reckon by tomorrow night it's a dead 4, and they might even race on a good track. But with the strap there, they've always got a bit of toe in it.
Mm.
I'm going to stick with Fiorente. I've backed him all the way through. I'm not going to change now.
Yep.
I'm not convinced the track is his track. I reckon Flemington's his track. That said, he won the Dado Chan Nin Tim Biscuits, whatever it was.
Yep.
Over 1,600 metres. He did beat Spacecraft, and that form doesn't really hold. But his run in the Turnbull was an absolute cracker.
Yep.
Subsequently, they kicked National Willow off, and they put Damien Oliver on. He then got himself in a bit of strife, and we've ended up with Blake Shen. I'm quite happy with that.
I'm just wondering whether the Cox Plate is its race or it is being set for the Cup.
I don't know that you don't
set horses for the Cox Plate. I get what you're saying.
$3 million.
Yeah.
And if you go back through,
I just think this might be a race to top him off rather than to. I'm not saying he can't win, but I'm just wondering whether.
Well, you go back through the years and you look at a lot of horses. You've got Might and Power.
Yeah.
You've got Saintly, horses that are top class horses that have come in, won the Cox Plate, gone on and won the Flem. Now I'm with you.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure, but based on that, I'm saying to myself that he's there in to win.
Absolutely.
The ones I find interesting are Green Moon, Seville, and Masked Marble, the Williams horses.
Yeah.
Because he left the whole lot out last week and won the Caulfield Cup.
Yeah.
I had Faulkner. I didn't have that poxy thing that ran third. Dear me. So that's an interesting line through there. It's a done deal. Never ran. I don't think that matters. I don't know that. I think he's as fit as he can be. He's a top class horse. And we haven't mentioned my good mate Long John down the bottom. Now the bookies tell me that they're all over that. They love it. I think Long John will be in for a long time. The other one we haven't mentioned is Fortella. Fortella's no, you know. I don't think the
Can't win.
Well, I wouldn't say can't win when it's trained by Chris Waller, but Happy Trails.
Yeah, knockout.
And knocked them out last start.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, there's a number. Super Cool, I don't think it's going well enough.
No.
If there was an absolute each way or a place bet, because he seems to only put in there, would be rekindled interest.
Yeah.
He has absolutely shown form at Moonee Valley.
Yeah.
So if you're backing first fours, throw them in. But look, I'm with you. Passance de Lune, Fiorente.
Where is the pace, CGF? What will they? Will they go to the front with Passance de Lune?
No.
You don't think so?
No, they'll take Seville or Mars Marvel or Green Moon. I reckon they'll. Seville was sitting behind in the Metro, just kept on kicking. Mars Marvel was up there. Look, if you've got 49 kilos, you'd say to Long John.
Oh, if it can't lead all the way. But they've probably got to go forward from that barrier.
They've got to go forward.
Where it's a done deal, they're probably going to go back, right?
They've got to go. Well, they didn't in the Underwood at Caulfield.
Yeah, I understand, but they knew that was going to be.
But that's what I mean. I think the thing about it's done deal is it's versatile. They can go either back or forward.
Yeah.
I think Long John needs to go forward.
Yeah.
And look, the one thing I looked in that Caulfield race, Caulfield Guineas, he's just a big, long, striding, and the further he goes, he sort of wants to keep going. I don't know that he's got the class of an octagonal type to win a Cox Plate at 3, but
we'll say the Beal won at 3, and it was no.
Yeah, no, that was just true. That was true. I must admit, when Rogerson came out and said that'll win, I thought he was on drugs. Yeah. But look, it's going to be a cracking race. If you can get the winner, you'll get some value. Atlantic Jewel coming out has actually helped the field in terms of the money. Yeah. What else have you got for us, mate?
I've got Moonee Valley Race 2, Lankan Ruby, absolute certainty. Get on. And I'm going to follow up with Rose Hill Race 6 Landing. I tipped it as my best bet a couple of weeks ago. Disappointing, but it pulled and reefed and teared and wasn't ridden well. If they just let it scoot along, I reckon it's a good chance, about 325.
Good stuff. I've, funnily enough, got Race 2 Moonee Valley. One of my each way specials is a good friend of ours, Free Return.
Yeah.
He's only raced there 7 times. He's won 4 and ran second. He's out of form, but I tell you, the Valley always seems to perk him up. Maybe Lincoln Ruby and Free Return's not a bad Quinella. On Friday night in race 6, there's a horse called Detox.
Yeah.
We'll probably need to be doing it about
We won't be. That's not on.
Friday night, number 5 Detox paying $21. It ran a cracker in the Balaclava Cup. And now you're going to say Balaclava Cup. But the thing that won that came out and won at Caulfield next start out and was still in the noms for the Melbourne Cup. So I'm just throwing it out there. My best bet of the weekend is Summeretti.
Okay.
What about yours?
My best bet is in race 6 at Moonee Valley on Saturday. Not listening to me, CGF. This is a good horse. It's only two starts, 2 wins. Good horse. Generally what happens to me, so I'm on it.
It's funny, I was going through my best bets and he got my shortlist.
Yeah.
He's absolutely killed them. Michael Hawkes.
Very good horse.
The bookies tell us. The bookies tell us
because they don't give me the tips anymore.
No.
You've been Brown Tongue and Scotty. Yeah. Like people, you would not believe it. He walks into the office now and he runs over to Scotty like he's his bloody long lost child.
You finished?
Yeah, it's just disgraceful.
Buffering on Friday night. Saturday they love Savvy Nature with the blinkers on. In the Crystal Mile they like Tordini from Sacred Falls. I think we're all agreed on that one. They have a roughie for us in race 9 at Moonee Valley called Cameo. Snowden McAvoy. They think that is a very winnable chance. I checked the odds and it's paying about $15. And their other bet is, and this is where they always come to the fore, Brisbane race 6, number 10 Arctic. Currently getting 420. They tell me that won't last too long. And they're quite keen on Long John as well.
Okay. We've got plenty of tips this week. Good on you,
plenty of tips. Right out then. Well, that wraps up the show. Got anything else for us?
Oh, mate, look. Cox Plate, BetEzy. We're giving 10% better odds on Passance de Lune, and it's a done deal.
Good stuff. 10%.
So $200, up to $200 on them.
Good stuff.
So I think that's a pretty good deal. And for those of you that don't have an account with BetEzy yet, that love watching CGF and Beaver, first deposit match up to 500. So put 500 in and we'll give you 500 in free bonus bets to get on. So that's a pretty good deal out there at the moment.
Good stuff. Right then, well, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy. Me and Beaver will be down there at the Manikato and the Cox Plate enjoying ourselves. We'll see you around.
On business.
On business. CGF. Bet responsibly. BetEzy.com.au and enjoy your weekend.
Very good.
See you later.
Bye for now.